everyone, if you want to see how to achieve this Plouise inspired makeup look, please keep on watching. Okay, we're taking the Be Perfect Cosmetics Carnival Palette in the collaboration with Stacey Marie, and we're going into the shade Wasted on a Sigma E36 brush. Okay, so we're going to begin by packing this purple shade low on the crease, and we're going to taper it out to make a winged liner eyeshadow effect, as you can see in this photo, which is where I'm taking my inspiration from. Right, so mapping out the liner, what suits your eye shape the best. Don't stress too much about blending at this point because you're going to use lighter shades, as you'll see next, to do the blending work. Now just using the Morphe M518 brush and taking the shade Funky and adding this above or on the outside of the purple, both on the upper lid and on the winged liner section underneath. Taking that Sigma E36 brush again and going into the shade Keen to create the last colour I'm going to use in the crease. Don't stress if at this point you're thinking some of the colours aren't bright enough or well blended enough together, because I always sort of lay my base and then often go back over each colour again to just ensure perfection. Okay, so now on that same brush, here's where I'll take the pink and the purple shade again and go over the top of them just lightly and building up the colour and the blend where I see it needs more, or fixing any darkness or patchiness. Okay, so now I'm taking the Plouise base and a Furless Cosmetics liner brush to start cutting out the lid. So take your time with this step, use whatever brush you find most comfortable. You know, I swap and change all the time to just use lots of little brushes to make it perfect. This is where this sharp liner brush comes in perfect, because I'm trying to cut out an almost winged liner shape, so I really need a sharp edge. This brush gives me that. Okay, so now I'm just creating that liner of the different colour looks right underneath the cut of the crease. I'm just using a small brush that I actually got from an Urban Decay palette, so you just take whatever small brush will work for you. And I'm just using those same yellow, pink and an orange I'm going with this time, and just placing them wherever I see fit along that crease line. Trying not to be too messy, but don't stress about it because you will have to cut it out again to make that really sharp looking line. So now I've just swapped to the Sigma E10 brush to get in all the really small areas, and I'm also using that, going back in with the purple just to really define that edge, so that if any of these shades we just placed covered up the purple cut crease, we will now fix that up again. Now we're cutting it out again. I know this look, it has a lot of steps to it, but it's so effective when you see it at the end. So just once again, take your time and recut the lid out in the same type of shape, but underneath the new line of colours we just placed. Next is onto the lower lash line. I've just taken the Furless Cosmetics ME3 brush for all three shades and just blending them in the same pattern or order we had above the crease on the top lid. Now I'm just grabbing a white. This one I got from the Luna Beauty Life's a Drag palette with a Zoeva 233 brush. It's just an extremely dense, flat cream shader brush, but I'm using it now to just place the white on the lid. Alright, and then I just went back in with a Sigma E10 brush to just clean up those colours again and brush off any of the white that may have got on them. Now I was just using that iridescent shade Pink Me to just light up the inner corner using a Sigma E30 brush, and then over the top of that, oops, wrong way, I'm using the Mambo Sunset Glitter by Wild at Heart Glitters, and oh my goodness, look at this glitter. I think it's probably one of my all-time favourites. Then into Kat Von D's brow pomade in Whiteout to just white out the lower lash line. I'm using a Sigma E05 brush. Now my favourite LILYYW lashes in the style Kim, which you all probably know by now. And that's almost the look done, so thank you all so much for watching. If you need a pictorial on this, I have one up on my Instagram as well. Bye guys!